Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking about QGIS, and yes, if you've not downloaded and installed QGIS previously, I'll probably put the comment and I'll put a link in the comment section for where you can go to download QGIS, and installing is pretty easy and straightforward. If you need me to do a dedicated tutorial on how to install and how to download and install QGIS, please let me know in the comment section. But once you've installed QGIS, you can just launch it and it brings you straight here. There are always different versions of QGIS, but regardless of the version, obviously always download the most recent version, but regardless of the version, um, the functionalities are pretty much similar, maybe updated. Newest versions always have the most recent functionalities and things like that. But today, what we're going to be doing is pretty straightforward and available across all versions. And today we're going to be talking about how to utilize satellite imageries, or how to load up satellite imageries as base map in any projects that you want to get started with in QGIS. And always the first starting point in any project is mostly always loading up a base map so you can put your study area in the context of its environment and see how that looks like. And so once you load up your QGIS, you always have to load up a new project, a new template. That makes things easy to get started with. You can easily do that by clicking on this right here, or if this is not available to you in some versions, you can always go to this icon right here or go to project new. So I'm just going to click on this and get started. I've done a tutorial previously on telling you or explaining the various aspects of the QGIS interface. This is the map view, this is a processing toolbox, and this is the layer, panel, browser, and these are the menu information. So if you need to revise on how to navigate your way around QGIS, you can go to my previous video to learn more about it. But quickly, today I'm going to be talking about something exciting and very short, how to load up base maps in QGIS. We're going to be using a very amazing plugin called Quick Map Services. To load your plugins, you can always go to the menu, and always you will see a plugin menu option. Click on the plugin menu option, click on manage and install plugin, and it's going to take you to, it's going to bring up an interface where you can search for all plugins and install all plugins. So you're going to search for the specific plugin we're looking for is it's called Quick Map Services. Quick Map Services. So when you search for it, you're going to see it. You can't miss it. Click on it and click on install. It's a very short window to install. Once it's installed, you're going to see this notification here of plugin installed successfully. For whatever reason, if you have issues installing this plugin, please let me know in the comment section, and probably I'll help you navigate those. But once you've installed it, you're ready to get started. Don't worry if you don't see anything on the screen. It just means that you've not utilized the plugin. So once the plugin is installed, you can go to the web menu on the menu tab, and you will see the plugin there, Quick Map Services. When you over on the Quick Map Service plugin, you will see a list of providers for base map that you can load. Don't worry if your list is not this long. The reason why my list is this long is because I've installed it previously, and I've specified, I've done some settings to enhance the list that I get to see. And I'm going to show you how to do that now, because that's the beauty of this plugin. So you can have a lot of varieties of base map to utilize in your projects. So just go to settings. You can probably explore this later, but what we're trying to do is more services, and you see an attention here that contributor services are not validated by the plugin author. Basically, what they're just doing is a disclaimer to tell you that the additional map services that you're trying to access are not validated by the authors. So you should cannot hold them liable. But anyways, that shouldn't worry about you shouldn't worry your head about that because these map services are being provided by reputable organizations like Google, NASA, and the likes of that. So and they regularly validate and update those services themselves. So you don't have to worry. So just click on Get Contributed Pack. Voila! It tells you that the latest contributed pack was downloaded, and that's how you get it done. Click on save. Make sure you click on save. Don't click on cancel. Click on save so your settings is saved for you. Go back to web, quick map services, then you're going to see all of this. To get started, just navigate to any of the maps. I like Google Maps. Click on the satellite imagery, and it's loaded on your page. I'm going to zoom into a specific location for you to see how, for us to just have a look at how high resolution this map can be. Um, I'm particularly looking for, what am I looking for? Okay, well let's look here. I'm looking for a location that it's very visible on the map. Yes, this is good. Now you can see as you zoom in, the map gets clearer and clearer, and the resolution is quite crisp. With Google, um, we can also load up other maps and have a variety. You can probably compare the various maps. What you can probably do is explore all the various maps if you're using this plugin for the first time, to see what you get with all the map services. There's quite a lot of variation between each of these map providers, and some of them are quite accurate, like and very sharp and crisp, like this, like Google, and some of them are not so much. So that's in specific locations, in specific locations. So wherever the location you are, you might want to check a number of maps to see which one gives you um, the best visual visual interpretation of the location. So I've loaded Binge satellite, and one weird thing that QGIS does is once you load in a new file, it goes under the previous file, so you have to bring it up or turn off the layer. So let me bring it up and do some satellite updates, and you can see here now this is what I was talking about. So clearly, the Binge satellite imagery is quite maybe not up to date or not recent enough for this location, and that's why on Google Satellite Imagery you see there's been a lot of development in this location, but the binge doesn't capture that, and what the binge capture is quite a bit outdated in just this building. So these are some of the things you need to do to confirm. You can explore various map providers to see which best interprets the location or best gives you the best interpretation of the location you're interested in. Let's check another one. Let's check another one. Let's check here. Yeah, let's check here and see if here is better than Google. And similarly, you can see, even from the color, you can see that it's probably quite a bit old. A bit old. All this development here are not captured at all. Well, maybe one of them is captured, but this one here is not captured, and Google gives you that high capture. And so that is how you start exploring. And sometimes some of this satellite imageries always have a lot of cloud cover. So you need to really explore for your specific study area, explore some of the satellite imageries that are available and see which one best gives you the best quality for a base map for that location. So I think that's how you get started and you can start to explore. There are quite a lot of options here for you. Some of them are available. It's a lot of all the locations or globally. Some of them just for some specific location. For example, if you go to where is and also some of them are just for specific uh, things. So yeah, if you go to Waze, you have the Waze for US, you Waze for Israel, and Waze the world. So they have various options. OpenStreetMap is also there, and you can always utilize OpenStreetMap standard. Let's check OpenStreetMap actually. Yeah, the web share is still happening. Yep, you see. So as you can see, again, it boils down to the level of accuracy and the level of recency of the imagery and the base map. But OpenStreetMap also doesn't capture some of these new developments here. So this is quite very informative for you to get started on your project in itself. To start to see some of the adjoining developments surrounding your specific project, and starting to do some visual analysis of your project without before you get to the site visit, and other things like that, depending on what your project is actually entailed. So that's a quick rundown of how to utilize QuickMap services. Don't forget to share, like, and also follow. In the next tutorial, I'm probably going to be talking about how to leverage AI models in QGIS, and utilize that in producing maps, and a couple of other things. If you have specific areas that you want us to touch on in terms of helping you um, know how to use QGIS better, or specific softwares that you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comment section, and we're going to probably cover it. For now, I say thank you. Have a good day.